Hey there. So you live in Westminster, and you're ready to build an even better bond with your dog? That's awesome. You've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to know to find the perfect trainer for you and your best friend.
Okay, picture this. Are you having one of those nice, peaceful walks at Liberty Park? Or does it feel more like you're wrestling an octopus down Bolsa Avenue during rush hour? Yeah, we've all been there. But here's the thing. The right training is what really turns that chaos into calm, making your walks something you both actually look forward to.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll cover training for life right here in Westminster, how to choose a training method, what to expect for costs and program types, how to check out a trainer's credentials, and finally, some local rules and resources you'll want to know.
First up, training for Westminster life. You might wonder, does it really matter if a trainer is local? Oh, for sure. A good trainer who knows our area gets it. They know how to prep your dog for things like the crowds at the Asian Garden Mall or the constant hum of traffic on the 405. It's that real-world, local experience that makes all the difference.
Okay, next, let's get into what is probably the most important piece of this whole puzzle, the training method. Seriously, understanding a trainer's philosophy is the bedrock of everything. It affects your dog's progress and the kind of relationship you're building together.
So you're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. And for good reason. It's what most modern experts recommend. The idea is simple. Instead of punishing your dog for getting it wrong, you reward them for getting it right. It's all about teaching them to make good choices because they want to, not because they're afraid of what happens if they don't.
And why does this work so well? Well, look at the benefits. You're building a relationship based on trust, which helps your dog feel more confident and secure. It actually makes training fun for both of you, and the skills they learn stick, even when you're out and about. Best of all, it avoids creating fear or anxiety, which nobody wants for their dog.
All right, let's talk about the practical stuff, money and logistics. We're going to look at the different kinds of programs you'll find around here and what you can expect to budget for them.
So you've basically got two main options, group classes or private training. Group classes are great, especially for puppies. They get to socialize, it's usually more affordable, and your dog learns to listen with other dogs around. Private sessions, though, are perfect when you need to focus on something specific, like if your dog goes nuts when the doorbell rings or gets really anxious when you leave. The trainer comes to you and tailors everything to your home and your dog.
Okay, let's talk numbers. This table gives you a ballpark of what costs look like in our area for 2026. As you can see, a 6-week group class is usually in that $200 to $350 range. A single private lesson is around $100 or so. And then you've got packages or more intensive options like a board and train, which are a bigger investment. This should at least give you a starting point for your budget.
So you've got an idea of the method and the cost. Now, how do you actually pick the right person? Let's talk about how to screen a trainer so you can feel really good about your choice.
This is a big one. Anyone can call themselves a dog trainer because the industry isn't regulated. That's why these certifications are so valuable. When you see letters like CPD-TKA or KPA-CTP after a trainer's name, it means they've actually studied and passed tests on animal behavior and humane training methods. It shows they're serious about their profession and staying up to date.
And don't be afraid to interview them. It's a job interview, and you're the one hiring. Here are some fantastic questions to ask. Get them to walk you through a typical session. Ask about their credentials and if they're always learning new things. Definitely ask if they've dealt with your dog's specific quirks before. These questions will tell you pretty much everything you need to know.
Awesome. So now you've found your trainer, and you and your dog are learning all this cool stuff. But where do you practice, and what are the rules of the road? Let's look at some local regulations and great spots around town.
There's one number every dog owner in Orange County needs to know, and it's this one right here.
Yep, 6 feet. That's the maximum leash length allowed in public spaces here. A few other things to keep on your radar. Your dog always needs to have their current rabies tag on their collar. On the plus side, you don't need a separate dog license in Orange County, which is nice. And just remember, excessive barking is technically a public nuisance, which is another great reason to work on training. Happy neighbors.
Okay, so where can you go practice all these new skills? The Westminster Dog Park is perfect for working on your dog's recall in a safe, off-leash environment. Liberty Park is my go-to for practicing a focused walk when there's lots of other stuff going on. And when you're ready to level up, heading over to Huntington Dog Beach is a fantastic challenge with tons of dogs and people.
At the end of the day, this isn't just about making your dog obey. It's about building a partnership so you can confidently go anywhere and do anything together, right here in our city. I hope this helps you get started, and I wish you the best on your training journey. All the work you put in is going to make your life together so much better, whether you're just relaxing at home or out enjoying everything Westminster has to offer.